McDonald's is one of the biggest companies in the world. You can find it in almost every country. But here is something most people don't know. The man who built this empire was not the one who created it. This is not just a story about food. This is a story about ambition, business, and control. Today, McDonald's is everywhere. Millions of people eat there every day. The brand is famous. The logo is famous. The system is very strong. But in the beginning, it was very different. No big company, no global business, just one small restaurant in California. The story starts with two brothers, Richard and Morris McDonald. They were not rich. They were not famous. They just wanted to build a simple business and have a stable life. At first, they tried different ideas. They worked hard, but nothing was special until one day, they made a big change. They created a new way to make food. It was fast, very fast. No waiters, no big menu, only simple food. Hamburgers, fries, and drinks. Everything was organized. Every worker had one job. The food was always the same, fast, cheap, and good. This system was different, and people loved it. The restaurant became popular. More and more people came every day. The brothers were happy. They were making money. But they had one rule. They did not want to grow too much. They did not want many restaurants. They wanted control and a simple life, but far away. There was a man, a salesman, not rich, not young. His name was Ray Kroc. He sold milkshake machines, and one day, he noticed something strange. One small restaurant was buying many machines. He was curious. Why would one restaurant need so many? So he decided to visit this place, and that decision changed everything. Ray Kroc arrived in California with a simple goal. He wanted to understand why one small restaurant needed so many milkshake machines. When he arrived, he was surprised. The place was not big. It was not fancy. But it was fast, very fast. Customers were coming and going in just a few minutes. The food was ready almost instantly. Ray watched everything very carefully. He saw the system. He saw the organization. He saw the speed. And in that moment, he understood something important. This was not just a restaurant. This was a machine. A machine that could make money. Again and again, Ray talked to the brothers. Richard and Morris explained everything. They showed him how the system worked. Every movement was planned. Every step was controlled. Nothing was random. Ray was impressed. He had never seen anything like that before. For the brothers, this was enough. They were already successful. They had money. They had stability. They did not want more. But Ray was different. He saw something bigger, much bigger. He did not see one restaurant. He saw hundreds. He saw thousands. He saw this system in every city, in every state, maybe even in other countries. This idea stayed in his mind. He could not forget it. He kept thinking about it again and again. This could be huge. This could change everything. So he made a decision. He went back to the brothers with a proposal. He wanted to expand the business. He wanted to open more restaurants, many more. At first, the brothers were not sure. They had tried expansion before. It did not work well. They had problems with quality. They had problems with control. And they did not want stress. They wanted a simple life. But Ray insisted. He spoke with confidence. He spoke with energy. I can do it. I can grow this business. I will keep your system. I will protect your name. Slowly, the brothers started to listen. They saw something in Ray. Determination. Ambition. Maybe this man could do it. So they made a deal. Ray Kroc would take the system and start expanding. He would open new restaurants. He would find new people. And he would build the future of the company. At that moment, everything changed. Ray started working immediately. He was focused. He was driven. He was obsessed. But very soon, he realized something. Expanding was not easy. Not everyone followed the rules. Not everyone respected the system. Some people wanted to change things. Some people wanted shortcuts. And that was a problem. Because the system was everything. Without the system, there was no success. Ray understood this very quickly. So he became strict, very strict. He controlled everything. The food, the process, the service. Everything had to be perfect, exactly like the original restaurant. No changes, no mistakes. Step by step, the business started to grow. New locations opened, more customers came, more money started to flow. But with growth came pressure, more responsibility, more problems. And slowly, a new tension started to appear. Ray wanted more control, more power, more freedom to grow. But the brothers still wanted limits. They still wanted things their way. And this difference was just the beginning. The tension between Ray Kroc and the brothers continued to grow. At first, everything looked fine. The business was growing. More restaurants were opening. More money was coming in. But inside, things were not the same. Ray wanted more control. He wanted to make faster decisions. He wanted to grow without limits. But the brothers still wanted to be careful. They wanted to protect the system. They wanted to keep things simple. And this created a problem, a big problem, because now there were two different visions. One wanted stability, the other wanted expansion. Ray started to feel frustrated. He was doing all the work. He was building the business, but he did not have full control. And for him, that was not enough. So he started to think, how can I take control? How can I grow this my way? At the same time, the business had another problem. Money. Even with more restaurants, Ray was not making enough profit. He was working hard, but the system was not paying him well. This made him even more frustrated. But then, he discovered something that changed everything. Ray realized that the real power was not in the food. It was in the land where the restaurants were built. So he created a new strategy, a smart strategy. He started buying land. Then, he would rent this land to the franchise owners. Now, he was not just selling food. He was controlling the business and making money from every location. This changed everything. Now, Ray had power, real power. Step by step, he became stronger, and the brothers became weaker. They did not control the expansion. They did not control the new system. They were losing influence. And finally, the moment came. Ray Kroc made his move. He offered to buy the company. The brothers had a choice: continue the fight or accept the deal. After years of work, after building everything, they decided to sell. They sold the company. And with that, Ray Kroc took full control. The man who did not create the idea now owned the entire empire. From that moment, everything changed. Ray expanded the business aggressively. New countries, new cities, new opportunities. The brand grew faster than ever before. McDonald's became global. It became a symbol of speed, a symbol of business, a symbol of modern life. But behind all of this, there is a question. Who really built McDonald's? The brothers, who created the system? Or Ray Kroc, who built the empire? The answer is not simple, because both were important. Without the brothers, there would be no idea. Without Ray, there would be no global business. But one thing is clear: having a good idea is not enough. Execution matters. Vision matters. And sometimes, control matters more than creation. This story is not just about McDonald's. It is about business. It is about ambition. And it is about how far someone is willing to go to win. Now tell me, what do you think? Was Ray Kroc a genius, or was he unfair? Let me know in the comments. And if you like this story, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, because here, we tell real stories about business, money, and power. See you in the next video.